Hello there, I'm the once and future Viking, and finally, I get some hands-on time with System Critical 2. The developer has very graciously sent me over a review copy, and I'm going to be sharing some of my first impressions. This game is officially out on the 8th of March. It's already available on MetaQuest and PSVR. One of the first things I appreciated about this game is how short the tutorial is. It's short, sharp and straight to the point. It teaches you everything you need to know about the shooting and the platforming, and it just gets the ball rolling. This is a very retro-inspired game. This is like golden era of platform shooters. Inspired by Mega Man, this blaster is very Mega Man-esque. However, it kind of reminds me of Cyborg from the Teen Titans. I think it's very cool. I was shouting "Booyah" every time I killed an enemy with it. The music on this is fantastic. It is very much inspired again by those retro classics. It sounds a little bit like the nightclub level on Streets of Rage, if anybody's familiar with that. It's very cool. The level design here is very good as well. It's very top notch. Lots to see and do. There's lots of secrets to be found if you go off the beaten path. There's platforming sections where one missed jump and you're falling right to your death and you have to restart. And this game is a challenge, man. I mean, these enemies are no joke. These enemies will zigzag in front of you while running at breakneck speeds to get to you. They're very hard to kill, some of them are as well, so this game is a nice challenge. Dual wielding both the blaster and the pistol feels great as well. You don't have to hold them down either, so they just stay in your hand if you let go of the grip button, so it's super comfortable to play. Graphics here also very nice. They are super crisp and super clear in the headset. Everything's running fast and buttery smooth. I can't speak for other versions of this game like on the PC or the MetaQuest, but this is a very nice version. I'd probably say it's the best version. Nice haptics as well. I can feel every shot coming out of that blaster, and if you get hit you can feel it in your headset. It's really nice. This level also features some very nice atmospherics. There's like a mist, like a frozen mist that rolls over every so often. There's smoke and there's frost. It looks very nice. Everything kind of shimmers with frost as well on this level. It looks great. If I was to try and explain the shooting and the combat on this game, I would say it's very much bullet hell. The really cool thing about this though is that you yourself can give the enemies bullet hell back. You dual wield with both that blaster and the pistol. And it's just wonderful to feel all those shots firing straight at those enemies. It's also equally heart-pounding to have the enemies' gunshots flying towards your face. Very so often as well, you've got lots of gunfire coming at your face. Another nice thing is the melee weapons you can pick up. Swords and spears and axes. And it's kind of an adrenaline rush to run at these enemies and hit them. You feel the haptics as you smack down on them, which is really nice. There are also some grenades to find and throw as well, but to be honest with you, I just loved using this blaster. You start the game with two blasters. One can be charged, so you get a nice charge shot, and the other one's kind of like a rapid machine gun style one. And the platforming is absolutely top notch. And most of the time, if you see a platform, it normally leads to a nice secret, so you can get yourself some juicy items. So this platform, for instance, as I made my way to the top, this is heart-pounding by the way, because one misstep and, like I said, you're dead. This one led to another pickup that you can find, which is a shield. So this will absorb some bullets, and that's going to be essential, because as I say, this game becomes bullet hell. So here I reach System Critical, which is what happens when you're about to die. So I'm using the shield now to just absorb some of that damage. The shield itself needs to recharge, so you can't just leave it on, which I thought was great. Nice little challenge, nice little risk and reward. I began to play very cautiously throughout my time with it. I was taking cover behind some pillars, because every time I died it was my own fault that I died. It was my own stupidity for running in too harshly. So the game isn't unfair, it's just a nice challenge. The game has a nice variety in levels and level structures as well. This is a level a little bit further on. You can play whichever levels you want right from the off. You don't have to do the first one. You can go and do the third one first if you want. The way it works is there are symbols tied to each level, and when you've completed 2 levels with the same symbol, you'll unlock a new blaster. I won't ruin it for anybody what blasters you unlock, because they're pretty cool and they help with the bosses later on. But here on this level there was nice weather effects, there was some snow. Again, the scope of these levels as well, they are really long, or they're really tall. Like the depth of the levels are quite good, and the draw distance here, like I said, it's crystal clear. I can see those mountains as though I was standing there on that platform. Most VR games, they get a bit blurry the further out you look, but not this one. And the weather effects are really nice as well. That snow looks awesome. Like, this was one of my favourite levels. This is called Ancient Civilization. As you can see, the style of this level is vastly different from the ones previously shown. Lots of really cool platforming in this section. I followed the development of this game for quite a while, and I seen all those lucky people over on MetaQuest and PSVR getting to play this game before I did. Now that it's on PlayStation VR 2, I'm very excited. I mean, look at this axe, man. This axe was so freaking cool. I was jumping along these platforms and just looking for an enemy to smack with this axe, right? So I decided to go for it. In a minute, I thought, they're too far away, so I'm just going to run. I'm going to jump as fast as I can, and I'm going to go and swing my axe at someone. I mean, I'm a Viking born. I'm a virtual Viking. I need to kill these with axes, So, the all important checkpoint. You love to see it. Okay, so let's go and find somebody to swing this axe at. Okay, not that one. He's explosive. Okay, let's go. I'm just going to go for it. Just going to start jumping. Oh, the double jump. Such a beautiful feature to have in a game like this. Gives you a second chance if you mess up, which I often did. There we go. That feels so good. You can feel the impact of that hit when you smack these enemies. Okay, so now I'm getting a little bit low of health at this section, so I'm just gonna have to run and jump. I got a little bit more confident with my jumps, and then I can just drive the axe down on them. I mean, this level looks so freaking cool as well, and the music fits this level so perfectly. I started to feel like I got into a bit of a flow state with this game. I got hyper confident with it, like I was flying through the level and not dying very much at one point. I was very confident with the jumps and the shooting, and I just felt like a total badass. And I think that's what VR gaming should be all about. Just feeling really, really good and feeling really, really powerful while you're dusting down all these enemies. I think if you go into this game knowing that it's a retro-inspired platform shooter, you're going to have an absolute blast with this game. You're going to really enjoy it, I think. I mean, I'm really enjoying it myself, and I've only played a few levels on it. The sense of scale of this level as well. I look up and the level just goes for miles and miles and miles. And I mean, check out this section in a moment. It's pure retro-inspired platforming section where you have to stand on a moving platform while walking through doors like that. Trying to do that while dodging bullets, pure joy. And sometimes you just have to admit the enemies are hard and you just have to run for it. Here I am, trying to run as fast as I can for the exit. Oh, and here it is, the checkpoint. Again, you'd love to see it. I'd really like to thank the developer for sending me this review copy over and giving me the opportunity to try this game out before its release. I absolutely love it. I've had a blast playing this game. I think if you know what kind of game this is and what it's all about, I think you'll like it too. I mean, look at this. I'm down in a hallway at the moment, dusting off enemies John Wick style. This is very good. I've been following the development and sharing tweets and videos by the developer like crazy, because I was very interested in this game. And thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions about the game, shoot them over to me. I'll answer whatever I can. And if anybody else needs me, I'll be in space.